Beautiful.
Cosplay. A fusion of the words costume and play. It's the practice of dressing up as characters from a work of nonfiction. It's a performance art in which the participants called cosplayers wear costumes and fashion accessories to represent a specific character or idea. Cosplay has flourished into a multifaceted hobby where people can express themselves creatively through crafting and photography and many other realms. And the cosplay community is supposed to be a community where fans can make friends, learn, and grow.
Just to enjoy cons and stuff. Cosplay is just for anybody who likes anime and stuff. There's no age limit, weight limit,
it's like kind of unlimited.
Yeah, it's unlimited. It's whatever you want to do.
But if that's the case, why does it seem like in this hobby of nerds that there's always an outcast? Especially when minority fans participate.
When I was cosplaying Twilight Sparkle, they were just like, why is a zebra cosplaying a pony and the zebra's supposed to be the black like the black pony of the show, which is so stupid because they're colorful ponies and they're not humans anyway.
It got to a lot of people who were not as okay with the idea of having a black female Captain America, and so I was called all sorts of names. There were references made to watermelon, leaf, chicken, just the whole, it's never very creative, so you can almost predict it when it starts.
Whether or not people want to admit it, racism in the cosplay community does exist. I've gathered 4 black cosplayers to share their experiences. I'm Cheyenne Wulu, and this is Shades of Cosplay.
I'm Camille, otherwise known as Samurai Pizza Kitten Cosplay on the internet.
What, oh shit?
Oh no, I'm just seeing how short it's getting. I want to say 5 years, but it might be closer to 6. I'm not really sure actually. I don't know, cosplay is just expression. It's just me having a good time with my friends. I don't know if it has a true meaning. It's just me kind of having a hobby to do with other people. Kind of something therapeutic where I can work on crafts and stuff like that and then take it to a convention and have a good time.
He's just oh, you're making nasty faces at him. Hi, I'm Kira, also known as Ferrara Fox Cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 3.5 years, but I've only been sewing for 8 months. Cosplay means to me probably freedom, fun, relaxing. Oh, it's supposed to be. Sometimes it's not. Most of the time, it's my release from the real life. Competition-wise, I have only competed twice, but both times it's just really nerve-wracking and it's not as fun as just when I'm cosplaying with my friends. I cannot stand the fact that you always have to be a black version of something and you're not just the character. I understand that we have different skin tones and races and different backgrounds, but you're not just black Sailor Moon, you're not just black Iron Man. We're our character and that's what we're going for, and I just wish we could separate the fact that we have to be put into a category in order for us to enjoy cosplaying. There have been just offhand comments that would just make me feel weird. I wouldn't be offended per se, but it would just rub me the wrong way to hear whatever they had to say about it. Just be like, oh, look at that black girl over there, or why are they doing this? Oh, why didn't you pick this brown character who's in the same show that you're cosplaying from instead of the fair-skinned character that you're in the costume of?
This is actually fun to do. This was my most recent build, and it's my speed build. So I made this from start to finish in 14 days. So, my name is Kyle Mason. I am a cosplayer known as JK Cosplay, and I also do film and video as my job. Cosplay, to me, is really just using my imagination and creativity in a different way from being on screen and stuff. It's just different, and it allows me to, I don't know, everyone wants to embody their characters that they love, so being able to be, Beast Boy or Aqualad or any of those guys, it's a lot of fun, and it just allows me to just branch out in a different way from, film and art and stuff like that. This is the crappy thing about having so much armor, is that some armor I just don't even know what goes to what. I'm just gonna there's so much stuff. Let's see. cosplay for me is a really big stress reliever, and it just allows me to be someone in something else, especially something that's fantasy or sci-fi related. And I don't know, I've always loved creating things, and from the moment I made my first prop gun for a little video back in like middle school, I like fell in love with creating things, and I'm always about making things and doing it yourself, you know, DIY kind of stuff. So being a cosplayer and cosplaying all the time is really like, it's just my way to just explode, like let it all out and just be something different. And plus I love seeing, you know, smiles, you know, it puts on faces when people see that their favorite characters come to life. This was a ESP foam, which stands for extruded polystyrene, so it's basically like the pink insulation foam you see at Home Depot. And that's like the core of it all, and then from there it was sanded and then coated in a plaster like paper substance, which is extremely lightweight, but it dries hard like clay. So, and it's extremely sandable. So that's what I did to get basically all these nice dips and grooves you see, and really make it look like it was old and like used a lot. And then from there, all the guts are basically expandable foam from any hardware store and even like, you know, convenience stores for sealing cracks and stuff. And but when it expands, it looks like guts. And so I did that, and then the eye is just like, I don't even know, I think it was a bouncy ball I got from like Dollar Tree, and just cut it in half and printed off a picture of an iris and just laid it all on there, and then just went to the painting process, which was the fun part.
And just so you guys know, we're gonna be
Up early, that's fine.
yeah, quite early. Hi there, I am Carl Martin from Shinka Studios.
Whichever.
I am Faraga Fox's boyfriend.
Well, this is all my sleeping stuff, so I can go to sleep. But also, we have all of our Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep armor. We're trying to pack it right now so that we can go ahead and paint a couple things and make it look pretty for the contest tomorrow.
Are you nervous?
I have been cosplaying for about 6 years now, and I do it for fun mainly, but I do want to go ahead and get into professional prop making and armor building, things like that. I have experienced her get discriminated in the community before because of her skin color, and it is bad, but us as a community, we have to work to stop that. Cosplay isn't about color, weight, size, anything about that. It's about having fun and being what you want to be.
I'm so confused. I've never heard of something like that. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of drama in the cosplay community about cosplaying to your body type, or even your skin color, or anything like that, or even your gender. But the point is, just go have fun and be what you want to be, how you want to be it. That's always been my view. But there are those elite sects of cosplayers and people out there that are so ingrained into like there are even people that just say stick to your color pretty much.
That's awesome. I just think it blows my mind that would even come up. And here you are becoming another character, and yet even discrimination in the cosplay world is still.
Yeah, it's crazy because like
It's
we're
still
all
involved.
just a bunch of nerds anyway.
Aren't we?
Like, we're just dressing up as cartoons, and people are still like, my cartoon character who doesn't exist in this real world needs to not be brown, and I'm like, but they're not real at all. So why does it matter to you? I mean, it is what it is. But we make do with it.
I'm not nervous. My feet just hurt, and I have a lot of gas.
Little bit of cosplay. Little bit of cosplay. Rainbow. Here. Sailor Star Lover. Here. Teens Girl Boy. Okay, sorry, I put that on. Ollie Noah, right here. Michelle Rose, here.
I was like, oh, I gotta be Nightmare, but at the same time I was like sweating, and like my sword was like 15 pounds, and I had been wearing the costume all day, and I could not just get into character, and I was so afraid because I was like, I'm just gonna look like some derpy guy on stage swinging a sword around. But I think I got into it once I really heard the music pick up.
I think we look really amazing. I've seen some of our pics from the photo shoots, and it just, like, some of them look like in-game scenes. I'm really astounded by how well put together it looks, but I haven't seen the competition, so we just don't know, but I'm hoping for that trip to Hawaii.
I do get some backlash with cosplays like Beast Boy for one, which is ironic because he's green, but I guess his normal, before he was turned green, I guess it's supposed to be white, but he's always green. And there was a big internet thing when I was Beast Boy in Teen Titans group, and we were posted on Reddit, and it like blew up, and then people started commenting on the color of my skin and how Beast Boy isn't black and it's not accurate and stuff. And there were people who jumped to like the aid and say, oh, Beast Boy's supposed to be green, but mostly it was a bunch of hateful comments about him not being black, which I still feels like the biggest irony because he's green. My typical response is, I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope you can enjoy more of my other cosplays, and then I send them my page link.
A panel talking about diversity in cosplay, because I don't know about some of you guys, but looking on the internet, well, less and less now, but looking on the internet, it's a bunch of white faces or Asian cosplayers, who are cosplayers and things like that. And so we're here to talk about and support other cosplayers of color. So yeah, I'm Camille, but I go by Samurai Pizza Kitten on the internet a few times. Not so like in your face at a con, although some people have said a few snide remarks to me, but I guess I've been internet bullied for a few different things. A few years back, I was Twilight Sparkle, and people had things to say about that. And I was Poison Ivy quite some time ago, and people had things to say about that as well. And so it's just like, I wanted to talk to other people who had the same experiences as I did, so I sought out friends over the internet. Well, some people have said, called me, when I was cosplaying Twilight Sparkle, they were just like, why is a zebra cosplaying a pony, and the zebra's supposed to be the black the black pony of the show, which is so stupid because they're colorful ponies and they're not humans anyway. People have said like the N-word or monkey, or oh, you're too dark to cosplay, or all kinds of things. And some people have said some like fetishy skin tone type things, which have been weird as well. So
reality is, yes, since cosplay is so visual, a lot of the times people can't really get past what they think it should look like, and they project that onto other people. And so I've gotten a lot of comments. I've had things said to my face, I've had things said to me online, I've had things posted about me in anonymous forums and things like that, but I mean, it's whatever.
Get this puppy neat dress in this Captain America costume. What does she think she's doing?
There was a point last year where the Captain America official movie Facebook page had picked up a picture of my costume. It was during Marvel's Costober month, because they do cosplay every October, so I figured that's probably why where they got it from. But they picked up a picture of my Captain America, and they posted it on their page, and they were really nice and complimentary about it, and they were super amazing. And a lot of the comments were too, but at the same time, because that Facebook page, I guess, has such a wide reach, it got to a lot of people who were not as okay with the idea of having a black female Captain America, and so I was called all sorts of names. There were references made to watermelon, weave, chicken, just the whole, it's never very creative, so you can almost predict it when it starts.
I know, there's not much notoriety for black cosplayers. I'd love to see somebody of color be on a Jessica Negri status or something like that. I want to see somebody use the platform, be a cosplayer of color, be really interesting and things like that, because there's a lot of us out here with a lot of talent. And I feel like some people are getting shafted because of their skin color, so.
It started with me messaging just every Black cosplayer that I had access to on my Facebook page. We talked a little bit, then I put a group together, we put a schedule together. I put together a list of questions and had everybody fill them out, and we got pictures from everybody. We inputted them into a schedule, and then every day we would check the schedule, see who was set to be featured that day, and we'd post their pictures on Facebook, as well as linking to it on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram and just wherever else. It really blew up. Like, Facebook was great, but Twitter really took it, and it really, the hashtag 28 Days of Black Cosplay just took on a mind of its own. And so it expanded. What I love about it is it expanded beyond the schedule that we put together, and it started to encompass just all sorts of people from all over Twitter. And like, we saw people, you know, like, they would just hang out in the hashtag all day long with just favorite things and retweet things. We got people like interested in cosplaying for the first time, which to me, if even one person put on a costume after seeing 28 Days of Black Cosplay, if even one Black person did that, then like, mission accomplished for me, because that's what we were really set out to do, was to encourage people and to, you know, since there isn't a whole lot of representation out there already for us, we were really seeking to create that. And I absolutely think that we did. Like, no one can ever say now that they never see any Black cosplayers, or there aren't that many of us, because there are there's maybe not a million, but there's like tons of us. It was on CNN. We were mentioned on MSNBC, like on the actual television, on TV. We were on MSNBC. The Daily Dot picked this up. I talked to Entertainment Weekly, which was crazy. Like, just all sorts of mainstream media outlets picked this up, and I didn't even know what to think. Like, I started, and then it just started snowballing, and it got to the point where I was just sitting in my house, and like, I'm getting interview requests from all these different like sources, and I'm just like, I can't believe that this is happening. But at the same time, I could believe it because there was a need for it, and I think that we were providing something that a lot of people really wanted to see. And so, you know, it was very validating to me, because though as the month went on, there were a lot of people, and it hurt the most coming from other Black people or other Black cosplayers who were trying to say that, you know, we shouldn't be doing this, that we're detracting from the real reason for Black History Month or whatever, and, you know, people saying that we just wanted attention, all sorts of stuff. I thought it was important to happen during Black History Month specifically, because cosplay for us in this moment in time, this is going to be part of our history, you know. And when you go back, there will be articles that'll circulate, you know, talking about cosplay from the 70s and the 80s, and it's not very well documented, and so it's very hard. If it's hard to find Black cosplayers now, imagine how hard it is to find them, you know, in historical pictures. And so we will not have that problem. You know, like, if we start having kids, there will be pictures of Black cosplayers on the internet. Like, they won't have to worry, they won't have to wonder why they're not seeing superheroes that look like them, because we are making it to where they will see that. We're making sure that those images exist. And so that's why I think it was important that it happened.
This is the year I decided that I want to like do cosplay in Lolita. Do it! I've been coming since I was 16. Well, I'm 25 now, so it's been a while. And from back then, I was like, oh, I want to be this person. I want to be that, but I can't because I'm plus size and I'm Black. So no. But every year, I see more and more of us just getting out there and letting them have it. And I'm just like, yes, this is the time. I need to do this. And just earlier today, like, my little cousin, this is her second con. She's only 11. She's not here now. But she was saying, Ashley, I want to do cosplay, but I'm afraid to because I'm Black, and there's no Black anime characters hardly. And I'm like, girl, no. I'm just sitting the whole day with her today, pointing out all the beautiful people of color cosplaying. Like, look, you do you. Don't worry about anybody else.
Yes.
Woo! Does anybody else have any stories or anything they'd like to share?
Yeah, come on up. Are you Starfire?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at her.
Hi, I'm Shay from Jay Shay Cosplay. Jay is over there, my husband. We're cosplay, interracial mostly. I started cosplaying when I was 16, and my first cosplay was Teen Titans. I was Tara though. I felt a little nervous about doing it for the first time because I was Black, and I was like, I think think a lot of people might criticize me for this, but I did it anyways, you know, it's all exciting and all fun. About 3 years later, I find my picture on Cosplay while black on Tumblr, and I'm sitting here like, oh God, they found my old pictures, good Lord. Hope nobody hates on this, and I get like this comment saying, haha, Tara got a tan and everything like that, like, ah, Tara's got a tan, or, you know, she's too dark to be Tara, and I'm sitting here like, ow, you can't just say stuff like that, because they're like, why don't she cosplay Bumblebee? And I'm sitting here like, maybe I don't want to cosplay Bumblebee. I like her, she's sassy, but that's so stereotypical, and I just really didn't want it. I love Tara, and it's just, I can relate to her more, so, you know, I'm sitting here like, okay, well, maybe I won't cosplay anymore, and I actually kind of stopped cosplaying for a little while, but now I'm getting back into it, and I'm like, fuck y'all. So now I'm sitting here like, okay, yeah, I'm cosplaying whatever I want to, whether they're white, whether they're orange, whether they're green. By the way, I tried orange paint because I'm dark. That takes a lot of paint. For anybody my skin color or darker, you might want to paint your skin a little earlier in the morning and then start like later. So yeah, but you guys should just cosplay whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter what size or your body shape or your race or anything like that. I mean, if you love the character and you know you're all into it, pretty sure you're gonna have a good time, and like a lot of people will be super happy when they find out like, oh my god, she's black, or you know, she's Filipino, and they're like, oh my god, she's cosplaying as this, okay, maybe I can do it too. So you should just do whatever, it doesn't matter.
If you are interested in the character and you want to go for it, do it. Like, that's awesome to me. But I don't know, the cosplay community is changing because there's more and more, nerd culture is becoming like the norm, and so more and more people are gaining like an easy access into cosplay because they see or hear about Comic-Con on TV and things like that, and they're like, what's that? I want to dress as Superman, I want to be Batgirl.
I'm so tired of every time we put together something like 28 Days of Black Cosplay, or even something like Pretty Brown and Nerdy, and you have people being like, well, why does it have to be brown and nerdy? Like, why does it have to be black cosplay? Why are you segregating yourselves? I am tired of hearing that. I would like it to be where we can celebrate ourselves without having to like defend it. You know, just because we're celebrating who we are, it doesn't mean that we are segregating ourselves or that we, you know, don't want to be around other people or whatever. I think it's important for marginalized groups to be able to come together and celebrate their differences and talk amongst themselves and get support from each other, because we draw energy from each other. Every time I'm around like a group of other black cosplayers, I just get so much energy from that.
I placed third in advanced overall, which was really cool beneath, you know, Carl and the other wonderful cosplayers like Titan-esque and stuff, because it really made me feel like my work was appreciated. Because there's so many amazing cosplayers there that I was really scared, and I was just like, I didn't think I was gonna win anything. So even placing third for me was it felt really good.
We won first place in Advanced Masters, and I got this awesome cool surger, but we also won Kaname's Judges Award. And we're feeling amazing. Oh, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, I could tell because he was looking at y'all like, oh.
He was like, oh.
In cosplay community, we focus on all this, you know, minuscule things that don't really even matter, where others are just, you know, having fun. So I feel like we just need to go back to that. It's just about having fun.